setting up a YouTube chess channel is not just starting it and then you've done. You've got to keep at it all the time and keep having to find new ways of improving and all those sorts of things, just like chess. So I'm bringing you some behind the scenes footage of, at the moment I've just been getting end screens for subscribing and all those sorts of things. So here are some of them, okay? I'm just going to, you might get some audio from them too. So these are just videos I've been able to get off the internet with specific wording and that sort of thing. So this one's quite good, and I quite like this one. This is probably the one that needs work, but I could probably put it up there just like that as raw. I like the moon, and I took that photo myself. That's just outside the back door, and I might even use that sort of thing in my videos that I bring to you on YouTube. So here is some of them, which is even one of my own, which is of the fireplace. A fireplace is something that we all love to look at in autumn and winter, but not in spring and not in summer. So that's my fireplace, and another one. It's a bit better looking there than this one because that is a bit of just a tree branch, whereas that's a proper log. Way better. Here's some of the chess videos and some people playing chess, which is quite a good thing to start a video with. This could be any time whatsoever. I could be flying with this person or being on whatever planet that is. It's got vegetation on it, so it cannot be Mars, can it? I don't know. What is it? It might be the Earth. I don't think so. This I thought was the Mars, but there's not going to be that sort of vegetation on Mars. But maybe this is Mars. And here I can come to you all the way from outer space even. That's how good it is. So isn't the internet so good for just being able to pick up these sorts of things? So that's quite peaceful. And this is quite in your face and so forth. So these are videos I've been picking up, and there are some favourites, but you'll have your own favourites. I've got some Dutch or Nederland ones, and here's one of a rushing, what is it? Is it a stream, a creek, a river? So this is possibly a good one for if I'm getting you to just think about your next move. But maybe not. Or maybe it's time for me to be quiet. And you can put your own words into it. This is a good end screen to say bye and have this play on the background and have this take over the whole video source. Might make my videos too long. This is definitely chess associated video clip. So, and this is just this is a good one. Now, is that good or is that good? So it's going to be in my OBS studio somewhere along the line. They might have just added that rabbit there. Here is Netherlands. Wow. Skippy and my picture of the moon was bigger than that. I used to run along that bridge. Did you see me just then? Time for food. This is a good one for me to say. I've just got to go look after myself. Like, I think this is a rosella from Australia. Some of them have got more than one mate at home. Some of the guys and the girls, the hens and the male birds, some of them have got more than one partner. Pretty cool, eh? Next video. This is a good one. I like this one. It just reminds me of Dunedin, New Zealand. That's why I've got two of them. Isn't that cool? Is that the best thing that you can look at, just about? Especially the greens. I used to, I didn't ever surf, but I used to go out with this. I used to be out where the surfers were at St Clair Beach. Stay away from those rocks. And here's the Netherlands. And Netherlands, I think. This is Amsterdam. That's where my father used to walk around. And the same. Sounds like me laughing. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. This is 2001 Space Odyssey. It's white versus black. And that did actually occur once, white versus black. One was called someone black, and the other person was called someone white. Mike White was white. And white won, of course. Wow. And with OBS, you can loop these, or you can just have them play singular. More skyrockets. Just a clean screen. I like this one because it's just sort of easy and simple and kind of relaxing. Unlike the tram in Amsterdam. I think it's in Amsterdam. I think it is. That's my picture. So these are all off a place called Pixels, I think. Pixels place. It's saved up in my favourites, but it reminds me of that movie where he just videos the leaf blowing around in the wind, and it's not Forrest Gump. This is autumn, not spring. We've got that here in Christchurch, New Zealand as well. Just the advent of spring and blossoms. And this is Holland again. Oh, was it so there? Netherlands. What does it say? Esther Eberhard, and just a Jaws. Look, there's a car in there. Someone lost their car. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Haven't really looked at these, but I thought I'd share them here on YouTube. And by the way, I only go on YouTube. I only place my videos on YouTube. Not like other places, they share them on all other sites as well. Go to Twitch and go to Uber Driver. This is definitely Holland. I can just tell by the people and their clothing. This is out the backyard of my place. No, not really. It's in the front yard. I've used this one, the volcanic eruption, to demonstrate that I can miss the obvious. Right behind me can be a volcano. Happens all the time in chess. And now I'm starting to think of the doors for some reason. Valkoma, he does a very good likeness to. Here we go. Look at that. That's probably New Zealand, actually. Or somewhere else. I've got to also get my other chair in here. I've been on this motorbike, and it's a motorbike, not a motor scooter. And there might be noise for it too. There might be. No. It probably is. It's probably coming through. And not long to go now. So thank you for watching. And this is always good to have something fresh like this in between a chess channel, because otherwise it just can be a bit too much for me as well, and I'm sure it's sometimes enough for you too. There's a sort of a balance that I don't know what the balance is, so I do what the Dutch say, you eat wat the pot schapt, and it means you get what the pot gives you at the dinner table, is how we were brought up as kids. A lot of kids nowadays aren't brought up that way. They just get to choose a lot of the time about what they're going to eat and what they're not going to eat at the table, at their demand and their command. But when I was a kid, when I was a young boy, we were taught, eat what the pot's schapt, Herr David. And that's exactly what's important, I think. It's what's missing in a lot of families now, that you don't get to pick whether you have broccoli or peaches and ice cream and biscuits and cake and cheesels and fish and chips and rhubarb or pumpkins or broad beans. You don't get to pick when you're in a Dutch home like ours was. You don't get to pick at all. You just get told, this is what you're eating. And you're not allowed to complain, you're not allowed to argue. Because my parents were in World War II, so they know all about you eat what the pot gives you. From Amsterdam is where my father comes from. And Den Haag is where my main moeder comes from. Echt, hè? Echt. Look at that. Isn't that cool? There's a lot more here than I actually realise. It looks like it's about 20, but there's about 50.
Now here's some real ants.
This is when I was in Australia.
Our ones are crap compared to these ones.
This is 2009. Ours are crap.
Fast. Well, they come at you. They were really wild.
You might hear some swearing.
Well, they're all wild ants, aren't they?
That was before I was a Christian.
These ones are
official.
real quick movers. Hey,
all these ants.
One. Chasing this time. Who's winning this race anyway? He's bloody coming second now. First, he went ahead. Look at them all. Hundreds of them.
This is in Brisbane, and these are the ants. And this is not sped up.
Apparently on this program I saw last night, this Aussie program, if you want to catch some insects, the best way to catch insects is to dig a hole in your back garden, stick a bit of pot in it with a bit of poo and a bit of nectar sort of stuff, bit of fruit also, and then just, it's an empty jar of course, and once they get down there, like the grasshoppers and that, they can't get bloody out until you can catch them.
So that's me in Australia 2009 with the Sony video camera here. There's so many of them. It's amazing. Look out for jaws. Here we are flying across the fjordlands. The fjords. That's a good finish, isn't it, for us? So there's another tornado. I think I've got this is the last one. So here is quite a nice scene. That one can just, if you've got an OBS studio or something, you can just loop it. And it just means it keeps on going round and round and round until you finish it. And here is what we're all here for, is chess. Okay, all the best. Bye for now.